If you've clicked this video, you're having a tough time in ranked. Maybe win here, loss here, same rank you've been in for a few months. Maybe your Smite guru looks something like this. I'm here to guide you through this tough time and give you a different outlook, maybe something to switch up, improve your gameplay, and help you try to work your way through this hard stuck spot you find yourself in. I think there's a fundamental problem that a lot of players have when they first get into Smite, or when they've been into Smite for a while and they are stuck in a certain spot, whether it's gold, platinum, maybe silver, whatever you're stuck in. I think there is a problem with your fundamentals about the game that have led you to be stuck in this rank. To me, I don't think for most players, they've learned their role well enough. There is 120 gods in the game. There's so many gods to choose from. It's tough to not want to play all these different gods. My solution is one-tricking. Now, one-tricking has this negative connotation a lot of times. You'll hear top players complain about it, where this guy can only play one character or something like that. But when you're first starting to get into Smite, especially Conquest, there is a ton of value to one-tricking characters, especially when they're simpler. You don't have to think of the player making as much. You can focus on the map, helping your team, ward spots, objectives, stuff like that. You learn these simple mechanics that can carry over. Something like punishing relics, relic timers, buff timers, stuff like that, that lets you focus on that instead of just your positioning when you're playing a character that's a little bit more difficult, or your mechanics, or thinking about when you're going to follow up, or your safety of your character. It allows you to just consume other info and kind of use that on the map. So now that you know why one-tricking is good, I'm going to talk about some one-trick characters you should try in your role that will help you learn those mechanics. In solo lane, the easiest god to choose is Chalk. Very simple laning phase, very easy abilities to hit. Your positioning isn't that important because of the safety of your character. And it's very easy to just go TP and blink, allowing you to engage simply and then also teleport around the map. I think a big problem that lower level players have is they don't really know how to use teleport. And Chalk makes it very simple. Farm up around the mid game, upgrade that teleport to that full tier 3, and then teleport to a ward or a tower on the other side of the map and get ready for a gold. And with how easy Chalk's laning phase is, you don't really have to focus too much on 1v1ing the enemy solo laner. You can just focus on the map. Where's the enemy jungler? Kind of tracking him where he is. He just walked across mid, heading into my side of the jungle. I should play a little safer right now. In late game, above all else, Chalk's job is easy. You're the engage. As long as you get your blink ult off or your blink 2 off and just starting fights, that is your job done. Now, a problem that a lot of solo laners have is they think that they have to kill the backliners. You do not have to kill the backliners. A lot of the times in SPL, you'll see the solo laners blink in half health or 2/3 health an enemy squishy because they played the fight really well. And instead of going in and trying to finish off the character, they'll actually just back up. They'll wait for that character to kind of re-put himself out of position, and then they'll look to punish again. You don't have to kill. You just have to not let that enemy mid and that enemy ADC carry that fight. For jungle, an easy one, Fenrir. Very easy clear, very fast clear, very easy ganks. And the best part about him is that on top of being a good ganker, he also can pull objectives. Seething Howl is one of the best abilities when it comes to actually pulling objectives and actually kind of burning them a little bit. Yes, he's no Mercury, he's no Arachne, but those gods aside, he is a better god for these objectives. It allows you to kind of consider objectives and consider maybe shot calling for them, where Pyro's up. You can just kind of go to that Pyro, call, attack Pyro, and actually just be the one to pull it. It also allows you to track the map, kind of see where the enemy jungler's going. Do I need to go over there and follow him and follow that gank? Or do I go to the opposite side, maybe make a gank on the opposite side? Fenrir's also a god that keeps track of relics timers because it's very important for him. If he does pull a beads, 2 minutes, 50 seconds, you have available to you to now punish that character, and it allows you to kind of think of actual relic timers in the chat. And it's not something where you have to keep track of multiple different ones. You don't have to keep track of the Aegis, but if the enemy mid lane Zeus walks up too far, you pull his beads, you know you have about 3 minutes to punish him until his beads are back up. For mid lane, Cuckoo, again, easy, fast, clear. That's the something that I'm going to kind of keep beating down because it's very important to just have easy, fast, clear, so you don't have to worry about this 1v1 in mid lane. You can just go walk up, place your tornado, and get out of there and go hyper farm. Because as a mid laner, that is your job. Your job is to hyper farm for the late game. You're not supposed to win this early game fight. A lot of times, you'll see me in my games when I'm playing mid, I don't even rotate to a lot of fights. That's on my team. Get out of there, retreat. I'm going to go farm this back camp because that's my job. I want to get to that level 20. Cuckoo's safe in mid. He's got that 2 for a lot of movement speed. Also slow immunity, which is very nice. And then on top of it, he doesn't have to put himself out of position to actually clear. He just drops his 3 and walks away. And with how easy his abilities really are to hit, at least the 1 and the 3, you just have to follow up off CC. Wait for the Athena taunt, wait for the Khepri pull, wait for the Geb ult, and then use your abilities. And your ult isn't the you have to hit it every fight. If you just send it through and hit it 50% of the time, 40% of the time, that's good enough. You're doing your job well. In late game, you can kind of focus more on positioning than anything else. You don't have to worry about walking up and poking with skill shots or trying to outtrade someone in a 1v1. You can just sit back and wait for the team to engage or wait for the enemy team to engage and then punish said engager. For dual lane, at least support first. Khepri, again, easy, fast, clear. You don't have to worry about that 2v2 scuffle. You just clear and you get out of there. And that is an important thing for all these roles is don't worry about your 1v1. You don't need to solo your enemy opponent. Clear the wave and then get out. Because for support, especially Khepri, you can easily front to back with most gods. And you have easy CC to hit on Khepri, so it makes it very simple in these fights. The enemy assassin dives in. Oh, pull him. Yep, hit this guy that I'm pulling. Good job, team. And it allows you to focus on where is your entire team in this fight? Because that's the support's job. They should know where the solo is, know where the jungle is, the mid laner, the ADC. They should have an idea of where everyone is in these fights so they can try to help them if need be. Because that's what your job is as a support. You're supporting your entire team. A lot of people think support is just supporting the backline, just supporting the mid, the ADC. It's supporting everyone. If you can get a Khepri ult onto your diving jungler, who then can go even deeper because he has Khepri ult on him, perfect. Good job. You're able to think about that. And with how tanky Khepri is with his passive and with the safety of his dash, the ultimate, it allows you to worry more about where your team is more than where yourself is. And it also allows you to go to these objectives because of your tankiness, the shield on the passive that regenerates. You can go to these objectives, you can go to tank them, and you can actually tank them for longer than maybe other supports can because of that extra tankiness from passive. And then lastly, for ADC, Hachiman is just the clear one that's calling out to me because of how easy his clear is and how fast his clear is and how safe he is. Those 3 things all together. An ADC's job in laning phase, farm up as quick as possible, get to that late game, and then be able to hit autos. And the biggest thing for Hachi, at least that I can think of, is positioning isn't as important with Hachiman because of how safe as a character you are. And then just having your ability to pop your 1 and then have extra long range autos that can hit the enemy from longer away, so you don't have to worry about being super up close if the enemy is maybe diving a bit deeper. It's also simple not having to worry about mana and resource management in the early game. As long as you're autoing every once in a while, you're getting that MP5 up, you're never running out of mana. Very simple. This allows you to kind of watch the map, see where the jungler's pathing, where the support's pathing, and then keep timers for the enemy's ADC's relics and the purple buff and the shield camp. Because that's your farm. Shield camp is your farm. Your purple buff is your farm. Purple buff is their farm, shield buff is their farm, and you have to try to take that away from them so you can go to late game faster. But to me, these are very easy one-trick characters that are not going to be banned very much, and they just allow you to learn the game kind of at more of a base level. If you are feeling like you're hard stuck, if you get 50, maybe 100 games of these characters in, I feel like your game knowledge will just start skyrocketing and you've got to be going up in rank. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you guys did enjoy it, or if you guys want more ideas for one-trickable gods, I just named a few that I thought were easy, but if you don't really like any of these characters, let me know down below. I'll answer with a different character to try instead, or if you have tried playing these characters, you just don't like them, again, I can try to tell you a different character. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.